You don't say to mama, you don't read. Says the tracking angel. You don't boast to mama, you don't cut. Now chain you the cut. Okay, now make I use my microscope, scan a reality, scan nigga area biafra phobia mentality. See, set mazin nam the can free. One war. They don't want to hear the name of Biafra. For them is a scary name of Biafra. I love this very name of Biafra. Biafra. Most I judge a bless Biafra. Chukwuki ka Biafra bless. Conscientiousness bless Biafra. Biafra. Started in 1804 by Uthman Danfodio. Rinom go built to Sokoto. Sa Amadou Bello. They massacred Hausa, Marugui and Pura. What about the Shua? Zamfara and Adamawa. Referendum is the voice of everyone. Real freedom. Jawe must be done on the land. Simon, they don't want to hear the name of Biafra. For them is a scary name of Biafra. I love this very name of Biafra. Biafra. Most I judge a bless Biafra. Chukwuki ka Biafra bless. Conscientiousness bless Biafra. 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 They tried by the canories. These reckless Fulanis. They conquered the Lorraine. Fooling who them. Fooling. They killing in Benue every day. Niger State and Plateau State every day. The whole of Middle Belt State every day. Our move, don't do. Say we move, but now we move. They don't want to hear the name of Biafra. For them is a scary name of Biafra. I love this very name of Biafra. 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 Most I judge a bless Biafra. Chukwuki ka Biafra bless Biafra. Conscientiousness bless Biafra.
All right. Thank you for joining me. I don't want to waste further time. Like you can see the title, the Sultan of Sokoto is more powerful than President Tinubu. More powerful. And now, from time to time, we need to be extraying the true picture. We need to be showing the whole world. People need to be seeing what is the true picture of Nigeria, the true color of Nigeria, what is playing out in Nigeria, and then who has the upper hand in Nigeria, and who are those that have the power to change anything in Nigeria, who are those that when they say something in Nigeria, nobody can alter it. Now, I want to play this analysis from my brother, Marcel Okocha. This guy is doing so much, you know. Well, I thank God for his life. Everybody, you know, the updates that this our brother is bringing, I don't know. I can't even catch up. I can't catch up. Sometimes I try to catch up. You can't. By the time he's dropping one video, in the next 1 hour, he's dropping another video. And the good thing is that every video he's dropping is destabilizing Nigeria. He's opening the nyash of Nigeria. He's opening the nyash of Fulani. I'm telling you, it is life, my brother. Taproot, it is life. This one is life. All right. And even the previous one was live also. I played Gentle, the Yahoo's video. Yeah. Somebody that knows Hopus or them, tell him. I've always told him that his days are numbered. And as his clock keeps ticking down to the end of his regime in Imo State, he should begin to pack both his bag and baggages, because we will soon send him to heaven. All right, let's see and listen to Marcel Okocha as he will throw a lot of analysis and then play some of the videos about the Sultan of Sokoto. Please pay attention. I don't have much to say. I think most of the things I want to say, Marcel Okocha already said them here. So let's listen to him.
Good day, everyone. Thanks for joining me in this video. How many of you have listened to the Sultan of Sokoto saying that social media is a terrorist organization?
What happened has happened, and it's there written. You can't come and be through social media, but that's one terrorist organization, social media. Social media is a terrorist organization. What they do, what they put somebody in his comfort room and formulate stories, and you will see that it's true.
Now, you know one funny thing, this idiotic Sultan, the controller and the owner of Nigeria, he said social media is the terrorist of Nigeria. Social media is terrorist. But he didn't tell you what one thing that makes social media terrorist. The social media have become a human being now. So, but he could not tell you one thing that social media did. But the crime of social media is that he said what has happened has happened. So that means the people that were unalived in play 2, it has already happened. So nobody should have talked about it on social media. That's exactly what is getting him angry. What makes social media a terrorist organization is what has happened has happened. Why must you be talking about it? The people have been unalived, they have been buried in their mass grave. So close the chapter. Forget it. It has happened. Don't talk about it. That's exactly what this impostor, this evil, blood-sucking demon is saying. Hey, Nigeria. And this man is more powerful than Tinubu. I am telling you with everything in me. Now, instead of delaying it, because this is a 20 minutes video, let me allow it to play. Let me take it back a little bit so you hear him again. And I'll allow it to play.
And it's there.
Good everyone, thanks for joining me in this video. How many of you have listened to the Sultan of Sokoto saying that social media is a terrorist organization?
What happened has happened, and it's there. You can't come and be through social media. So that's one terrorist organization, social media. Social media is a terrorist organization. What they put somebody in his comfort room and formulate stories, and you will see that it's true. So social media is a terrorist organization that we must deal with. Security agencies must deal with this terrorist organization called social media. So we're not happy with what's been happening either on the platform.
Security agencies must deal with this organization called social media.
or other places.
Now, come to think of it, what is the reason behind Sultan of Sokoto saying that social media is a terrorist organization? Well, I think I can guess the reason why he's saying so. Number one, there is a statement he made. He was caught on tape saying that the issue of Fulani terrorists terrorizing in Nigeria will never end. That if it will end at all, that it will be like 2 decades upwards, that is 20 years upwards. You know, it trusts bloggers now, so we share the news. We make sure that the news went viral to the extent of people, some persons sponsor the news on their social media because that statement is indicting. In other words, he knows the reason why he's saying so. He knows the game plan. And he continued to say, and I quote, "There are so many things I'm supposed to say on social media, but if I say it now, he paused." Okay? You can go and watch the video on my channel here. I published it. Okay? That is 6 days ago. You can go and watch it. That's all the time of publishing this video now. Now, if not because of social media, how would you understand the situation that these politicians and traditional rulers have put us in? Now, let me tell you the truth. In Borno State, the report we had that Boko Haram raided Borno State, we are here to confirm it with Nigeria military helicopter. We are here to confirm it, but I confirmed that Boko Haram raided Borno State with helicopter, military helicopter. But the report we are having that the helicopter was Nigeria military helicopter, and the governor of Borno State confirmed that the military helicopter was taken away from Borno State to other region.
Right now, we don't have single attack helicopter in Borno State. These attack helicopters were taken away from Borno State to the southwestern, not the western states. We are not saying no. While trying to maintain law and order in northwestern states, they should also.
Stai cercando un nuovo computer o una nuova stampante per il tuo ufficio? Scopri HP Store Business Club.
Yes, Zolom confirmed that yesterday in a video tape. Okay, go and fact check me. Now, social media is a terrorist organization because we are exposing a lot of things that shouldn't be on social media. We are living in a sophisticated age where even what you keep in your laptop that you will never release will leak it. A lot of people know what is going on and they don't want you to know. Like the issue happening in Plateau State, they don't want to talk about it. They don't want it to be on social media. It is because of criticism that make even mainstream media to start reporting what is going on. They suppress the media, they do everything. They are now telling you that social media is a terrorist organization. So their target now, watch out, their target is the bloggers. They will do all sorts of things to make sure they stop the bloggers, but unfortunately, they forget about this generation we are. Even though you stop internet in Nigeria, people will still report what is going on in Nigeria, okay? Because there are so many internets that work with satellite like Starlink and so on and so forth that you can stop. Now, the second thing, why these people don't want you to know what is going on? Now, apart from the news you are hearing, blah, 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 do you know that Nigerian army, the way they work with Boko Haram is so interesting? Nigerian army work with Boko Haram to ambush their army. Take a listen to this video.
Better for army. It cannot better for army. This is where army don't do, so no better for them. Army don't sell us finish. So they attack us, they ambush us. Army no better for them. No better for them at all. Anyway, Army support us. Army support us. It cannot better for them. It cannot better for Army. Army don't support us finish. About Army don't support us. Army don't support us. Army don't support us. After they don't finish us, Army they send jet. They send jet. When they don't finish us, Army don't finish us.
Yes, Army don't finish them. Okay, now waiting then they talk. Say Army don't finish Army. You understand the statement? So what is happening is that the military officials, they are making conniving with Boko Haram to they ambush on their fellow military men. I talked about how they captured about 20 soldiers. They brought out 3 people, whether the 3 people are Christians, but they are from the south. Okay, I'm aware of that. They are from the south. They beheaded them. No statement from CDS, no statement from Tinubu, no statement at all. It happens in Yobe. Social media is a terrorist organization. They will tell you social media is a terrorist organization because they want everybody in the world to turn blind eye to what is happening in Nigeria. You know why? This is because they have a project of Islamizing Nigeria. They don't want you to see what is going on. Let me tell you, what is going on in Nigeria must unfold for everyone to see. Is it not in this Borno state that Andemodo Sherif from Boko Haram, and they gripped him, he said it's not, that it is Kashim Shettima, who is our vice president today from the Boko Haram? Is it not in Zamfara state police told us that he arrested both lawmakers who are bandits, part of the terrorists? Is it not Yoruba land before yesterday, or 4 days ago, they arrested DSS, Department of State Security Office, Service officials who are part of the bandits, aiding them, and they handcuffed them, they took them to Abuja. What is going on? What is going on? I tell you, social media is a terrorist organization, blah, 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 blah. And he is complaining that what has happened, that there is no need for us to talk about the killing in Plateau State on social media. Exactly. That is where this statement from Sultan of Sokoto is coming. He is complaining that what has happened in Plateau State. No need to talk about this on social media because social media is a terrorist organization and security operatives have to deal with social media, not with Fulani terrorists. We are living in falsehood. Nigeria is not sustainable. Nigeria is not sustainable. I find it difficult to comprehend how these people think in this age. Anyway, it is what it is. There was a broadcast I made some months ago, and I posted a video where Sultan of Sokoto made a statement. I will call it an exposition because he exposed a hidden agenda that people never thought or even believe, even as insecurity is ravaging Nigeria. And this is what the Sultan of Sokoto said. Listen to him.
I think it's important for us to tell ourselves the home truth, because we must tell ourselves the home truth. What we must do to challenge these bandits, because we all know the consequences of this banditry and insurgency on the morale and on our lives. But it will take decades to get out of it, if at all we get out of it, because we all know the consequences and we know the problems.
I don't think you listened to what he said well. I don't think so. He said that it is going to take decades. You know what the meaning of decades, right? A decade is 10 years.
10 years.
2 decades.
20 years.
It's about 20 years. So Sultan of Sokoto is saying that all this killing you are seeing, this banditry, this terrorism, especially by Fulani terrorists, that it is going to take minimum of 20 years for you to be able to stop it. He did not stop there.
If at
that
all,
one is a probability. He said that is if
at all
it is going to stop. That is to say, the Sultan of Sokoto is just telling you that this thing is not going to stop because it is for a particular agenda. Okay, follow me step by step in this video. Take a listen to what he said.
I think it's important for us to tell ourselves the home truth, because we must tell ourselves the home truth. What we must do to challenge these bandits, because we all know the consequences of this banditry and insurgency on the morale and on our lives. But it will take decades to get out of it, if at all we get out of it, because we all know the consequences and we know the problems.
Now, as you continue to watch this video, you will see where the Sultan said that there are so many things he's supposed to say, but because he's on the camera, definitely they are going to upload it to the internet, so he don't want to reveal some certain things. But we know that, okay? There is no need. We know that. Now, he made a statement some months ago in is it not Kaduna? Yes, in Kaduna, where the whole northern elite, they came together, both the traditional rulers and politicians, to discuss about the consequences of this banditry of Fulani terrorists that is ravaging Nigeria from the northern part of the country. So that was the reason why they came together to start discussing it. But you see, I want you to first watch the full speech of this man. He's a very respected, traditional ruler, okay? So when you finish watching it, there are a lot of things I want to discuss.
Once more, senseless killing of innocent people yesterday Now we pray to Almighty Allah to guide us right in this 2-day summit, come up with proposals to not end insurgency, because you cannot end insurgency everywhere, but to bring it to the minimum that people can go about their lives without lack or hindrance. Distinguished Excellencies,
non ti sei rotto le palle di rincorrere il tuo cliente per farti pagare quella fattura?
I will not forget to recognize the former president who came all the way from Daura for this program.
He said they cannot stop insurgency entirely. They will try to minimize it. That's what he said. I don't know if you are listening.
That shows his commitment and concern too, as a Northwesterner. And I think it's important for us to always pray for our leaders. Most people here, and those listening, because I think this is televised, most people gathered are fairly very, very familiar with the causes as well as the consequences of the insecurity in this part of the country for the last 1 decade or so. Reports after reports, conferences after conferences, consultations after consultations, and of course recommendations after recommendations. Still, the problem persists. Why? It's time to ask the question, why are things still in the state they are today, despite the tons of money spent on procuring equipment for the services and also for the well-being of the personnel, and also what the governors have been doing to bring to an end this insecurity? We need to ask this question for us to discuss and move and know how to move forward. But without giving an answer to this question, we cannot go anywhere. We will come back to another conference again. We're still talking about the same issue, the same problem. I'd like to thank UNDP and other United Nations agencies and the German government for supporting this conference in this beautiful hall, very conducive to talk about issues of insecurity. But the real issues are talked outside the hall, where the people live, in the villages, in the towns, and in the markets, which I think we need to discuss here, so that the governors will have a way forward in what really we all must do together to bring these problems to a minimal level. I'd like to thank you and even other agencies, but I want to say, no matter how much support you give us, if we are not ready and willing to end these criminal activities, we can't succeed. We will be the ones to work for this and end these problems if we so desire. Nobody will come from somewhere to work for us. Nobody will come from the moon to solve these problems. We must solve our problems. So I'm very much pleased with this inaugural meeting of the Northwest Governors Forum to once more talk about. We have had a series of conferences in the last 10, 12 years on these issues. And the last one we had in 2022 was the most instructive, I think the best way forward. But unfortunately, we could not implement anything after elections 2023 came up. Now, a year after the elections, we have this program, program today in Kaduna to discuss about what we need to do. I think it's important for us to tell ourselves the home truth, because we must tell ourselves the home truth. What we must do to challenge these bandits, because we all know the consequences of this banditry and insurgency on the morale and on our lives. Because it will take decades to get out of it, if at all we get out of it, because we all know the consequences and we know the problems. I would like to come back home as we discuss, because this is an open forum. There are so many things you cannot say, because you are on TV, you are on live TV, and you're also in the internet. So maybe when we come down in closed session, we'll discuss some of these issues. Because the last conference, as I've said, had former ministers of defense, had former service chiefs, and they brought one very good way forward, which we met with the Northern Governors Forum. And in fact, let me just say, we have met with the Northern Governors Forum nothing less than 5 to 6 times on some of these issues. Now, this new set of governors, I believe, will be the change we need to utilize on for us to reach out to everybody and have this successful outcome of whatever we decide to do. So we'd like to assure you, on behalf of the Northern Traditional Leaders, which happen to be the chairman, on behalf of all traditional leaders in the country, we are always ready, because we know the problem of the people are on our shoulders, and people come to us, and we are always ready to work with the government, or with the governors at all levels, to move our states, our country forward. Be rest assured, we are willing, but our presence here alone shows that yes, we are here, and we are always willing, once we are called upon, or when we now call upon you, the governors, because we know your doors are always open to us. We have never stopped seeing us whenever we have issues to discuss with you. We will continue to work with you. We must continue to work with you, because we know that's the only way forward to save our region, to save our country from the numerous problems that we've been facing. I have a short distance. I will find a way of getting it across to the organizers of this program. Maybe when we come to at the close session, we can discuss some of these issues as we listen to other comments from people, so that we now move our region, the biggest region, the most populated region, the region where all the votes count to make somebody a president. So we know what Northwest is, and we know what Northwest is not. We know we are humble people. We know we reach out to everybody. We know we fear God Almighty, and God in His infinite mercy will bring to an end all the spiritual challenges facing us, in particular in this region and in the country. I'd like to thank the VP for taking time, despite the loss, to be here. That shows his commitment for him to just come here and be with us, also to pray for you. And we assure you, you are part and parcel of us. We wish you all the very best. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continue to bless all our leaders. May He give them the strength to move our country forward. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Glad that you watch up to this point. Now, if you...
There's something I observed there. Did you guys see the lady background of the Sultan? That same lady, is it Kadira? That same lady that interviewed Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. And when Mazin Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped, she was making mouth that Simon Ekpa can be stopped because Mazin Nnamdi Kanu have been stopped and all that. All of them, Fulani, they know their program, they know their project. They are fighting very hard to make sure that their original project, they carry it out. Nothing can stop them from doing it. That is why nothing must stop us from breaking away from Nigeria. Nothing. If anything stop us, we are all dead. All of us.
To watch most of my videos, I do ask one particular question. What is the exit strategy to all these insecurity killings, all these things that we are seeing? What is the exit strategy? When I mean exit strategy, I mean, what do you think that is the way to stop it? When you are thinking of stopping it by your own power, you can, some of the communities will be able to resist it, some of the state ethnic group might be able to resist it, but what of others? What of others? They will need sage and finish them and wipe them away. So that is why I continue to state that Nigeria is not sustainable. It's not what you do with violence. This is a common sense thing, that Nigeria is not sustainable. Now, another thing that makes me laugh is that, you see, the whole elite, they know the truth. They know what is going on, but they don't want to tell you. They want you, the masses, the poor masses, to continue to follow them, to do everything they want you to do, because they want to use you to make money, especially during the politics. The pastors, the imams, everybody that has congregation, that has crowd, that can control crowd, that has influence, they want the money during the politics. And after that, they give them security details that will be guiding them. And they don't care about you, poor man on the streets. So that is why I said, it is important you know where you stand, okay? So that at least after you, your children, your generation will not even suffer what you are suffering. If not, this thing is going to be worse, because when you look at the whole situation, everything is increasing every day, okay? It's a very terrible situation, but Sultan of Sokoto has come out to tell you. You see, another thing is that in Nigerian media, most of the things is inside video. So they won't even talk it, they won't discuss it. So when we not go and interview Sultan of Sokoto, what do you mean by this? Someone like Ruben Abati and all those people in Arise, you can never go and interview this man. What do you mean by this? All these mainstream media, they have the capacity to do all these things, okay? But they are leaving the work for who to do it. We don't have the resources to do all these things. Not that we don't know what to do, but the resources are not there. Someone ought to go and ask this man. You said there are so many things you don't want to say on camera. What could that be? Now that you say that you don't think the bandits will stop, what do you mean by that? Now you said it will take decades. Why do you think it will take decades for bandits to be eradicated? You can go and ask question, because everybody know what is going on, and nobody want to, take the bull by the horn. Everybody is just saying, no, not me. Who is the owner of Chinese television? Who is the owner of Arise News? These are the friends of politicians. So they don't want to do anything that will disturb their friends. And we can't grow like that. Media is a very important sector in every nation that's supposed to help the country. But Nigeria, it is opposite. The media in Nigeria is nothing to write about.
Se fatturi più di 100.000...
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Okocha. Now, there is a picture I want to bring to you. My time is almost up, but let me show you this picture. They know how to play their game, and they are very smart at it. Recently they were calling on Southeasterners to come and join the army. Now, just a few days ago, look at what they have done. The Nigerian country. Look at what they have done. I'll show you now. Okay, wait. Hold on a minute. Okay, and that's the best. That's the best we can see. All right, now look at that. I don't know if you can read it, but let me read it from here. Breaking news. The Nigerian Army has appointed Lieutenant Colonel Anele Onyinyechi Apollonia as the acting director, Army Public Relations. She is the first woman to hold the position in the history of Nigeria Army. When Biafrans refused to join the army, they now went to pick this Fulani stooge or Fulani, born or whatever money induced lady, and they appointed her Army Public Relations. That she's the one that will be speaking on behalf of the army. It's the same thing they did in DOS, the DSS, when they took Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They appointed one Emeka, what is that his name? They appointed an Igbo man to be coming out with the news about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's continuous incarceration. They will always put you, your brothers, ahead. Now, this lady, I put out a tweet and I told anybody that knows this lady, this Anele Onyinyechi Apollonia, tell her for her own good, she should resign. Because even if she thinks she's protected, you are working with these people, this Fulani hegemony, this Fulani jihadist caliphate. Now, can you, in your own right mind, join these people to work when you have heard the Fulani leader, who is the leader of Nigeria, telling you that it will take 2 decades to try and subside what the terrorists are doing? The terrorists, that they know their lodges, they know where they live, they know how they operate, they know where they stay. They don't want to stop them. They're telling you to take them 20 years to stop them, if at all they can stop them. The people, they have always said that nobody should attack them, that they are the foot soldiers of the Islam. Now, you are taking an appointment. Oh my goodness me. I don't know what is wrong with our people. You are now taking an appointment that will jeopardize the life of your own people. This is just what I cannot understand. This is what I cannot understand. Our people, what our people do. In the buying because of money. Because of money. I wanted to make this thing enlarged. I don't know why it's. I'm sure you guys have read it anyway. That is the news. How can you, in your right mind, take up this appointment as an Igbo woman? You know what they are doing. They want to use you as an experiment. Breaking news. The Nigerian Army. The Nigerian Army that Biafra people have rejected, even the people in the south have rejected. You are the one that they have called to give you the public relation office. They tell you that it is the first time in history. Why did they not make you the chief of army staff? Why did they not make you the chief of defense staff? They are making you public relation to just come and be talking, telling them how you have deceived people enough. Be covering up for these killings going on in Plateau, because that's what you will be doing. Public relation. You will be the one lying for Nigeria Army, and you happen to be a Biafran, and they give you that position. You grab it, and you are happy. It is the first time in the history of Nigeria Army. What do you want to do with Nigeria Army? Onyinyechi Apollonia Anele. Do not disgrace Biafra. Do not disgrace your generation. Because after they have used you, they will dump you, they will useless you, and at the end of the day, they will buy you. To be forewarned is to be forehand. And let me also inform you, with this your uniform you are putting on, you are automatically an enemy of Biafra. Take it to the bank. You are automatically an enemy of Biafra. And if we see you within the territory of Biafra, you will go down. Hope you are aware that if by any means, by chance, you are found within the territory of Biafra, we will take care of you. We will count you as what? A collateral damage. So please, be warned, and be warned. Remove that cursed uniform. Give it back to them. If you are not married, tell me. We will look for a vibrant young Biafran, well-to-do man that will marry you. And you will be a good wife and a blessed Biafran woman. If you need money to do business, and you took email business, this Nigeria army, remove yourself from it for your own good. Anybody that knows Anele Onyinyechi, go and warn her. Let her not become instrument of the Sultan of Sokoto. Sultan of Sokoto does not want me to relay this now. I am a terrorist by telling Biafrans this. But the terrorists that are killing people in Plateau, they are not terrorists. The Boko Haram that are buying people, they are not terrorists. The Fulani herdsmen that are dismembering people, they are not terrorists. But me, I'm informing you, he's calling me a terrorist, and he's calling Nigeria army to take care of me. And they want to use you to cover up for this their nonsense. So tomorrow night you will come and say, everybody in the social media attacking Biafra, attacking Nigeria army, you better stop it because the army of Nigeria will not take it lightly with you. They will be using you as instruments. And you will be happy. Akwea, I don't know where you are from, but I have a good intention for you. The people that have appointed you, they have no good intention for you. They want to destroy you. They want to ruin you. They want to make you a direct enemy of your own people. The worst thing we hate in this our life now is Nigeria army. Nigeria and Nigeria army. Anything Nigeria army, we detest it, we abhor it, we spit on their graves. For your own good. For your own good. Now let me read what my captain here said. Captain Van Van Van, what if I told you it was Ngo that sold them this idea to play with Biafran's emotions, as she is self-acclaimed head of state, DPM, COS, Commander-in-Chief? It's possible. It's possible. Who knows? This one may even be the cousin of Ngozi. You know, Ngozi have network in Nigeria that she has not touched. She has network in Nigeria. And you ask yourself, how did Ngozi's brother manage to enter into the legal team of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Ngozi's brother found his way into the legal team of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And when we brought it to the attention of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, so please, if you know this woman, advise her for her own good. To be forewarned is to be forearmed. The most important one is that Makifu Ozugi, Ozunga Botoro n'ala na Biafra. Oburo na ase na anya egbuo ndi nke anyị. Once you are putting on this uniform, you are no longer one of us. Before they will accuse us now and say, you people are buying your own people. If you are wearing this Nigeria army uniform, you cease to become one of us. You are one of them. And whatever we do to them, we will do to you. Hear it for your own good. I am Vam Vam Vam. Share this video. Make sure it gets to Onyinyechi and LS family. And make sure it gets to Onyinyechi. We don't care. If they let them give you all the gun in this world, we will stop you. If they let them give you all the protection in this world, hope very soon we are going to show him his community people where we are going to lay him to rest. Hope. Gentle have told him now. Get to know I am telling you, nigga, that gentle. And okay, burige. Okay, bugi. I hope. You got finger making that. Thank you very much. I rest my case here. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, when we got to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, say what? In fact, they are going to eject him immediately. What? Who is that one? Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say he doesn't know. He said he doesn't know Ngozi Orabu. Who is Ngozi Orabu? Ngozi Orabu. Yeah. Tell her to stop mentioning my name. Yara. Biafrans, I will leave it here. Share this video and let it go viral. I am Vam Vam Vam.